Welcome to RideShare, an express application that connects drivers with riders who share similar itineraries. Upon entering the site, a user can search all of the available rides by using the search bar that connects to the Google Maps API. Alternately, a user can see all trips that are scheduled by clicking the See All Trips button. Here, the user sees a series of trips that have been entered, and by clicking on one of these trips, the user can see details. For example, the user can see a description that the driver has entered for the trip, as well as trip preferences. For example, on this trip, the driver does not allow smoking, pets, or even talking in the cart. Here you can see the driver, their rating, as well as their profile. Here you can see the type of car that the driver is using for this trip, as well as the number of seats available, price per seat, and number of other passengers scheduled on this trip. Now, users must be registered and logged in to book a trip, so let's take a look at what that looks like. Let's go ahead and register a new user here. Users are asked to submit a profile picture along with their age, their email, a short description, as well as a username and passwords that are asked to be entered twice so that they can be validated. Here, users can designate whether or not they want to be drivers as well as passengers. So let's go ahead and make Amy a driver. And she is also able to specify as a driver what she will allow in her car. So let's just say that she allows eating and talking in her car as a driver. So we'll sign Amy up, and immediately we're taken to her profile page where you can see all of the information that we just entered. Amy is able to edit her profile at any point, and she can also delete her account whenever she feels like it. So the reason we signed Amy up was so that she could grab a seat in the ride that she was looking at. So let's go back to that Portland to Seattle ride. And now you'll see that what once said log in to book says book now. So let's go ahead and book a seat for Amy in that car. Now we can see that the trip is full, there are 0 seats available, and there's 1 passenger, Amy, scheduled on this trip. Now, as a user, Amy also has the ability to create a trip. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So here, Amy can enter her starting destination. So let's make that Fort Collins, Colorado, as well as the end destination. So let's make that, say she's going to Los Angeles. Let's try that one more time. Amy can choose the day that she's leaving, let's say the 17th of July, as well as the time. Let's say 6 in the morning, nice early start. Maybe Amy's planning on making a stop at the Grand Canyon, which her passengers may be interested in. And she's got 2 seats in her car. And she's driving a Ford Fiesta. Now, even though Amy designated some of her preferences as a driver while she created her profile, she can change those preferences if she wants per ride that she creates. So usually she's cool with eating and talking, but she's also going to allow music on this ride. Amy needs to enter an amount that she's charging per seat. This is quite a long trip, so she's probably going to charge about $40. So let's submit that. And here you can see we've successfully created our ride with Amy as the driver. We've got 2 seats available at $40 per passenger. No drivers, or I'm sorry, no riders, of course, have registered for this ride at this point, but anybody is able to do so at this point. And if we go to our See All Trips page, if we go all the way to the bottom, we should be able to see the latest trip that was just registered.